recording? Yes. Okay. Okay. Quick question. Thomas asked me, have you ever traded options? No, I don't. I've seen the reason why I don't trade options, Thomas, is because I could probably be good at it, but I've seen a lot of guys get wrecked and actually mowing lawns now because they lost their accounts. I've had some really close friends of mine have $150,000 accounts and they're wiped out and they're literally living at their parents' house now. I'm just not a fan of options. I'm sure there's a lot of money to be made, just like there's a lot of money to be made what I do. So I think though, if I do learn that, I'd probably be one of the best at it. So I'm always open if somebody wants to teach me that. For the last 5 years, I've just been trading stocks and doing a very good job doing that. So a lot of people, a lot of traders come in here and they do trade options and calls and puts and what have you based on the idea of my calls anyway. And Selvin does that. He's a perfect example. Remember Khan? He was buying January 19s back in early December, and he scored huge, $7,000, $8,000 on that trade. So versus just buying 5,000 shares and holding $3. So anyway, hope that answers that. Okay, let's go to notes. Meanwhile, somebody just asked me on DKS. So I think it does fade off a little bit lower, so just keep an eye on that. Okay. And lastly, on options, I don't know. I'm still becoming. I'm considered what maybe a. Okay, I'm considered to some of you an awesome trader. Okay, but I really want to become a great trader. Um, and that's going to take a little bit more time. I've been trading 5 years, maybe another 3, 4 more years. I'll be known as just a fucking great trader. I'll be known as what scalp is. You know, I want to be. A lot of you have told me you're like. A lot of you compared me to other rooms too. Like you're just as good as this guy, if not better. And maybe out there in that world, but in here, I just got a lot of respect for Scalp, and you will see this year why. You will see he'll make a couple $1 million in front of you, and you'll see why. I mean, the guy is he's brilliant, but he's doing it 20 years, so he's got what 15 years on me. But that's okay. That's okay. He's a humble man, just such a nice person, and I want to be like that. I want to be always known like that. So I got mad respect for him. Momo, I'm still learning his game. I don't always take his trades, but he's more right than wrong. I would say Momo is a good, awesome trader like me, but I still think Scalp's the best trader. So that's my evaluation. Yeah, and on options too. You never know. But like Barry said and myself, I'd rather master this and kick ass. Guys, there is nothing more exhilarating in the world than to pull up this while Kramer is talking and make this money. Do you know how awesome that was? Do you know the feeling you all had when your accounts just, did you see your money? Did you see your fucking money just, did you watch it like you were staring at it like, that's fucking green money. 800, 700, 600, 900, 1200. Did you see your account fly in just a matter of seconds, if not minutes? What a feeling we all experienced today together. I have never seen so many traders get so happy. But you can't do something like that in a room that simply goes long AKLS or Kramer pump AKLS. What if I would have done that? What if I would have went like this? What if I went, I'm typing long. Uh, see, I can't even type that fast. Okay, long AKS, right? And I don't even give you. I just do this. What if I did that? Long. All right, now what if you had, now think about it for a second. All right, think about it. Let's be real here. You're looking at that. Now you're crowded with 300 other people. Um, Barry, I'll ask a JSTT call. I don't think Barry's asking if anybody took the GDST. The moderator didn't probably repeat it over, so probably a lot of people didn't know about it. But next time I see it, I'll make sure I mention it. Okay? So I apologize. I must have stepped away myself because I didn't see it. So, but I hope you did well. Anyway, like long, ALKS. All right. So if you would have saw that, and then everybody else is long or whatever, somebody puts in Kramer, you're completely lost. You're lost. But see the difference in here, what you did? You see how happy you are? Because why? Because your moderator, your owner, saw and knows how the game has worked. So what did he do? He screams. And I bet a lot of you went, holy crap, what's going on? Oh my gosh, he's screaming. What did I say? Look at 6:30, 6:40 in the morning. Even my son was going crazy. I'm going, Kramer Bob, ALKS, ALKS, ALKS. Get in there. Go long. It's got upside. And you guys, you know what? So many of you said, fuck this shit. I'm not hesitating a second. Bam. Market order it. And you were green. You see the difference? See the difference? What if I just put it long, ALKS? You would have just went, oh, or by the time you get in, my whole point being is the difference in the room is the ability to see the trade. This is real money you made today. Real money. Cash. You can pay your bills, car payments. So, no, I never, ever touch Bruno. On a Kramer pump, I don't ever touch limit orders. Everything is a market order. I told you, when I pressed it, I was down, $380 the minute I hit it. Because it had a gap of 38 cents or something. It was moving so fast. And Bruno, by the time, and again, this is how I trade. Doesn't mean you have to trade, but on moves like that, I cannot and will not sit there and dick around and try to figure out what a limit order and go up, down, up, down. By the time the move's done, you have to have the no fear in you and just say enough's enough and pull the trigger. And if you don't believe in the trade, but you still want to try it, then put 100 shares in and hit the order. What are you going to lose? 37 cents, $37, but then it pops on you $1.50. But at least you got to try it. It's just my way of trading. I would never tell somebody to try to do a limit order because you know what? By the time you get a fill, you'll be chasing. Anyway, that was that was beautiful. It really was fun. And then DKS. What if I would have typed in? What if I would have said this? Okay, what if I would have put that on DKS when it was going up? Huh? What would you have done then? And then let's say you're in a room with tons of noise and crowded and you maybe not see my call. I didn't see that, right? Or if I didn't put in the amount, I just said I'm short. How is that helping you? But see, that's how these old school rooms are set up. And then all of a sudden you go, look, I made $8,000 on the trade. What? I didn't even know you were in it. Where? And you have to scroll up and like, why did you take the trade? Oh, you're muted. You can't ask me that. Look what we did in here. Huh? We put it up. We collectively together stare at it. You're hearing my voice. You're hearing the calm in my voice. And you're going, what are you doing, AJ? I'm eyeing this. I got the eye of the tiger, baby. I'm like Jaws. I'm hunting this. I'm hunting this dog. And I'm going to win. And so I saw the first initial, but I've played these enough. So I know, okay, it's going to pop again. And when it did, you bet your ass I was sitting there waiting. Right there. That was me. And look. What do I trade? I'm always looking for that point. I don't trade pennies, I trade points. Why do I trade points? So it gives you the ability in case you missed it. Okay, I traded it, right? So what if you missed it? It's okay, AJ, I got it here at 54.78. I got 54.80, AJ. Boom. You still made a buck. See that? You still made a buck. That's why I give you these type of plays. So you have the opportunities and they're not missed. Versus writing in. This is the difference between screen sharing, being over my shoulder, watching the trade, executing the trade, getting out of the trade, showing the trade, and letting you know you better get out because it looks like it's going to pop. Remember Mike earlier? Our great guy Mike? Huh? Remember Jiva? Remember that? Man asked a question. All he wanted to know was, I'm 3 points in the money. What do I do here? I don't know what to do. 99% of the rooms would have muted him for that question. Nobody would have took the time to pull up the screen and help him. We don't do that in here. You know why? Because Mike's my boss. And I'm going to treat him with respect. And I'm going to treat him as if he's my boss. My boss is asking me a question. What do I do here? Well, Mike, I would cover 2/3. I would move my stops to 105 from your 107 entry to protect that last piece. If it pops on you, at least you've made your money, plus you got 2 points on the last piece. Do you know Mike executed the trade exactly what I said, took 2/3, took his 2 points, his 3 points, then it popped on him right here, and he took the rest. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. Now, for some of you that would have missed the trade, you could have took the opposite. Well, AJ thinks it might pop, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale in and take a bounce play on it. And you could have done that, and when it popped, you would have made the 2 points. Because see, where did it end up going? And how many of you asked me, AJ, what should I do here? Well, I see more upside. And look at, you got 2 more points. I'm not afraid to trade these monsters, guys. AGIO, ISRG, Jiva. I've never, ever, ever, repeat that. I've never traded Jiva. This was the first day. I've never traded Jiva before in my life. I swear. I didn't even know the stock existed. But if it's on my radar and it's moving, it's got my attention. If it's got my attention, there's money to be made. Okay, so let's go over some of our notes. All right, we'll try to do this quickly, so 30 minutes will be done, all right? Let's go over, JC, let's go over some just, you know, easy stuff. RMTI, gap in play, stock is up 75 cents, pops, I think if it pops at the open, shred the crap out of it, bring it back down to 975, 990. Take a few long for an all-day upside move. Basically what I was looking for, the stop was gapping up, so really what I wanted to do is if it pops at the open, get a pullback, 975, 990, even $10 area, take some long and ride it. It's not a big deal, but the stock's up 30%, so it's got my attention. It closed at 951. Oppenheimer gave it a $24 price target. It's got my attention, okay? So what I did is I pulled it up on the screen for you. You asked me several times. Down here, it was grinding one bottom. See now, new traders, look. 1, 2. It's a double bottom at 10. Never hit there again. You see that? See that? 1, 2. Double bottom. 1, 2. Pop. Didn't hit it again. Confirmation. Buy some here. So a couple traders took some at 10:07, 10:08, 10:05. And I'm sure you cashed out right here. Simple play. Textbook 101. Do this shit all day long. Second one. JCPenney's. JCPenney's. Okay, JCPenney's. I gotta tell you guys, I've traded it before. I think probably I've won more than I've lost, but it's a funky stock. And the reason why JCPenney's is kind of it can be a problem It's because you have two sides. You've got a ton of people pounding the table to dump the stock, and you got a ton of people saying to buy the stock. So you got so much opinions out there, it's not even funny. So all I can do is the best job that I can as a trader to help you. So the way I see it is if it's gapping up a buck 50, wow. If it pops to 825, 850 at the open, please short the crap out of it. Pull it back down to 725, 750, and then take a few long. And that's all I could give you. You know, it's traders, you have no idea, as simple as it sounds, how difficult it was to try to nail a JCPenney's because it's very finicky. And then I got to deal with Kramer behind me. All right. So let's go to JCPenney. And AJ, a trader in here, he made money on JCPenney's along with a few of you, but he tweeted it out. I'm really proud of you, AJ. If you're in here right now, I'm just really, really proud of you. He's been, last 2, 3 trading days, he's been nothing but making money in here. So anyway, um, so the bell rings, and basically it just pulls right at the open. Now I wanted 725, all right, but 750 is pretty much where it stopped. Then it popped again. There's the 8 area of target. See the 8? I needed that 8 right there. That's really where I was looking to short it because it already had gapped up 2 points off that $6 thing, and there's the play. That's really what I was looking for. An 8 at the open, and then a pull. And you can do 10, 15,000 shares on a market order, and it'll fill right to the penny because there's so much volume that goes through JCPenney's. It's a high volume stock. I mean, look, 800, 1 million shares, a million shares, 700,000 shares, a million shares. I mean, volume stock, guys. Let's go to another one. Sonic. Sonic, this one kind of just needed your patience. Sonic had good earnings. It gapped up $2. So I figured short it at the open for a pullback of 1 to 2 points. Any pop at the open, short it. If it pulls to 27, take some long. So what I was looking at, what if you notice on this particular stock, I did not put the target. The reason is because I was, think about it. If the stock is already sitting at $29 and it's $2 up, and the Teller Advisory Group is giving it a $30 rating, I think it's going to pop past through 30. So that's why I left it off. Guys, can you see that? Look, it doesn't say where I think the area it should go to. I just said look for the pop at open because I was eyeing that. Then scale in short for the pullback. All right. So this is why when the stock started to form, if you look on Sonic, as soon as it started to open, what did we do? What did we do? Okay. So market opened. Now, a lot of you traders sometimes don't even take the idea at the pop at open. I'm telling you, any pop at the open, short it. So I'm already telling you, I'm seeing this going to pop. Now, here's the answer to your question that so many traders don't understand. AJ, why would it pop at the open if it's already up $2? Because shorts that are in the stock want to get the fuck out. This had great earnings. They're in the stock, short in the stock at $25, $26 a share. It's not going down there. It's done. So it's going to stay above this area. So they need to get out. And you know what this is? This is shorts squeezing the shit out of a stock. They're calling their brokers, get me out of Sonic. Cover me. And that's what you see, that huge spikes. So, hey, when 30 came, I'm like, guys, keep an eye on it now. Get ready. It pop more. Some of you got some shitty averages. And then you all coming in the room. What do? Be patient. Just be patient. Some of you were even saying, well, this is why it's going up, and you should have known this stuff. Look, relax. I get it. I got it. All right? I know what you're saying. It just needs to come down. It will come down. But if some of you nailed it 30, 80, 31, you're not pissed off. You're happy. You're like, damn, damn. I mean, I would. Hey, anybody got 31.23 on a short? I bow down to you because you were patient. Anyway, what's the trade? Right there. What's the call? AJ said it's going to pop at the open. When it does, look for a short for a pullback of 1 to 2 points. 31.50, 31. What's that stock? 29.25. How many points is that? That's 2. What did I say? 1 to 2 points. I spoil you guys. I really do. But that's what you pay me for. On top of that, you guys get IPOs, you get earnings, you guys get everything. PKAT, what is that? Never traded that before in my life, but it's gapping up $2. Any pop at the open on earnings, any pop at the open through 925 or more short for a pullback. If it pulls to 750, it takes them long. This could pop and end up fading all day to sevens. All right, this one I think I was a little bit off. Not off on the pop if it came, but off. My idea was when the market opened, any pop at the open faded. So it did go, I think, from 875 down to 826, and that's pretty much it. And that's just a grind. It'll probably from here on light volume come down to 8 and settle in around here. Okay. So that one was that one there. Hard one to read. Never traded before in my life, but definitely had something there for us. But I was hoping more of a pop like it did up here. 9 1/4 would have been a nice fade off, but it definitely nailed you some size on that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Jiva. Jiva, guys, I'm lost on that one. I was kind of like, I got to put it on the radar, but I'm thinking, okay, if you did 3 million common stuff, so let's look at the notes, all right? Let's look over here. I want you to see what I see, all right? And I'm staring at this going, I'm seeing on CNBC, they're not talking about it, I just see it on a little ticker on the bottom. And I'm like, um, somebody just asked me, do I recommend any offshore trading platforms? Yeah, there's a few of them out there. You might want to Google. I don't have any offshore trading platforms that I personally trade off of. I know our moderator loves Nonco, and he's been with them for over a year, and he's never had a problem with them. So you may want to talk with him. I've heard negative stories and positive stories, and until my moderator tells me otherwise, and he's an avid fan of them, and he's been with them. Um, I'm not gonna say anything, but awesome trader that it's going to be coming out. That platform will be also an offshore trading platform, and it's being put together, and it'll be released to us first. Um, and you can bet your bottom dollar because they answer to me with my name on it, and they're gonna. I think it's they're putting the platform together. I have a trader that was in the room. He's well. I just think that you're gonna love Awesome Trader when it comes out. You're gonna be in awe of it. And they know I'm all about shorts because I wasn't getting my shorts, and I was getting, and they're gonna be fine. So, um, and then you guys will get it first. And once you guys get it, Awesome Trader, then once I'm going to do it is they're going to give it to me first. I'm going to try it out, If I get all the shorts and I'm loving it, like Center Point, and it's doing really well, then I'll release it to you guys. And once you guys get it, then I'll turn around and you don't have any PTD rules at all, and then I'll release it to the public after you guys have it first. Okay. So ETA, I know the guy's still putting everything together. It's not easy, but they see the potential, and that's why they're doing all this big, huge platform stuff for us. So I'll know more probably in a week or so, where we're gonna, and I'll let you know exactly when I'm tossing about. I'll probably just put like 30,000 over there, just give it a shot, and just go from there. So okay, I'm still doing my final banking and accounting stuff. So for my year. Um, okay. So let's go back. It's kind of left sidetracked there. You see this Jiva? See how all it was this morning was price 3 million shares at 94.19. Do you see that? So, oh well, thank you guys. Yeah, I guess you made it when somebody makes a platform with your name on it. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of humble when it comes to that. Let's just get the platform first. Let's see if it works. What if it's a shitty platform, which I wouldn't put my name on something that way anyway, and you know that. I'm all about protecting my money. So, and I'm all about customer service. And if I don't have that, then uh-oh, better watch out. I'll yank my money so fast you won't even know it. So anyway, I'm just like you guys. I'm no different. I expect service, just like you expected in here. Okay, so anyway, that's all we saw on Jiva, right? So my first instinct was, um, if it pops at the open, which I said, gapping up, already 98 a share. Any pop or rush at the open would consider fading it. Again, I don't know the area it's gonna go, but I do know it's gonna pop. Any pop. So look, guys, here's the bell. Ding, 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 ding. AJ thinks it's gonna pop at the open because I even told you pre-market, guys, this is moving. I think this is gonna pop through 100. And look, $5 a share, $7 a share, and hardly any of you took it. I'm not understanding that. Even here to here, you could have took it. It's still $5 a share. I wrote the thoughts because I felt that this was going to stock. It was going to pop at the open. Then 5 minutes before the market opened, I had this on the screen going, you see this, guys? See this? I think it's going to pop at the open. Probably run through 100. And boom. Even if it ran through 100, bam, you got 105. So fast. Anyway, that 108, whoever caught that 107, 108 and faded that, man, congratulations. But you see, I want you to see the difference of shorting. Okay, this is really important, guys. Look. See this? This is like a swing. I mean, this is fast. You see this? But this is a setup. Okay, you see how it pulls and then pops again, pull short covers, pops short covers. You see that? See how it's set up here? This is a setup where it's getting ready to come down more. And that's how you get confirmation you're going to short it. See that? Just look at that. Remember that. Gilberto, why don't you send me that as an email question versus addressing that in here? Okay? Since I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a trader. So I can't really give financial advice when it comes to that or what I do, but I can maybe answer a few of that through an email. So we'll see. All right. All right. So let's go into another one. HLF. What do we need to say about HLF? Except, damn. That's the only thing you can say. It's like, wow. You know. So with HLF, hold on. My beautiful wife woke up. Hi, baby. Love you too. Okay. HLF. Wow. This one was on CNBC. on Bill Ackman, and he was on it this morning, um, and it was gapping down $1. So I thought HLF would any little pop, it was going to pull, and so I was looking for a pop, and then it pulls at open. Could be a fade on the back to 28 or less. And then I told you if it pulls to 27, 27.50, go long. Okay, look at what I'm writing, guys. All right, look at that. Seriously, take a moment and just look at that. What did I write? Gapping down. Any pop, it's going to pull. And when it pulls, it should go to 28 or less. So what is my thought? My thought was any pop, it's going to yank down. It's going to 28 or less. If it starts to pull all the way to 27.50, go long. You see that? I couldn't have been more clear. So did I say if it pulls to $24, go long? Do you see that? Did I say if it pulls or pops to $45 a share, go short? What did I say? I think it pops and pulls at the open and fades to 28 or less. Do you know a few of you, especially my boy Mike P, he was all over this. He was just, he was salivating when he saw that call. He's just like, I got you, baby. I got you. And look at that. Any pop at the open. Ding, 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 and what? Ding. Pop at the open. Market order, fill. You probably would have filled at 30.67. Then you would have been red, of course. Then you would add a little bit more. What do we say? We scale in. We don't trade like a home run. Okay? We take a piece and we move up. All right? So, let's say you wanted to trade 2,000 shares. So, pop at the open, right? So you get a pop at the open. Right around here, you add 30.48. Let's say you got 30.50. Then it pops more. Oh shit, it's turning against me. Well, do you care? You know it's going to pull. You know it's coming down. AJ told you. The notes are telling you. The chart is telling you. It's going to come down. You got to be patient with it. You don't go in, I got 3,000 shares. This is my trade today. You don't pop 3,000 shares. You start with 1,000, hit another 1,000, starts to come down. Boom, you get this, add your third 1,000. Now you've got 3,000 shares with an average of what? 30.50. And guess what? Cha, 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 ching. What do? You scale out. You scale out. You scale out. And you ride it. That's it. You're done. This trade literally took 9.8 minutes. And you would have been done. Your whole day would have been done if you just did what I told you to do. But you know what? You came up with some crazy excuse why you didn't trade that. And on top of it, I told you if it hits 27.50 area, go long. And still, none of you took that. And you would have made more money going back up than you would have went going down. And you wouldn't have been sweating bullets. You just would have grabbed some 500 shares and been, AJ, I'm out. I made $1,800. I'm gonna go take some coffee. I'll see you later. Okay, cool, awesome. AJ, I made $1,400. I'm kind of bored with that one. I'll come back in the afternoon and get some more money from you. Okay? Yeah, no problem. No, that's my job. But for the other people that just stood there and stared at it, how? Ask yourself, how's any other room going to help you? If you can't see this visually, and you don't have a guy telling you up front, this is what to look for, this is the area of interest to pull the trigger. Why would you want to? What is another room going to do at that moment? Is he going to do this? Is he going to find this stock? Is he going to walk you through it? Is he going to tell you to buy at 27.50 and just pop the crap out of it? No, all you're going to get is little words and woohoo, look how much money I made. What? Didn't even know you were in the trade. Do you know why nobody knows how to do this? Because nobody knows how to trade this crap. We do. This is just another day for us in this room. Let's go to another. Let's go to Pepsi. We don't even need to talk about ALKS. We've already talked about it enough. But Pepsi. Now come on, guys. Pepsi's gapping up $2. So any pop at the open, you need to shred it. Bring it back to 94, and if it pulls to 93.94, go long. And you're going to have and look, all day move. There's that key word. All day? What does that mean? What do you think it means? Does it mean it's going to be all day short? Does it mean it's all day going to fall down? It says long, all day. And still, the majority of you refuse to take that trade. So let's go to Pep. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? What is your excuse for this one? Uh, I suck. There you go. I'd rather hear that than why didn't you take the trade? Why do I write all day move to the upside? Why do I write that? Do I just want to just say stuff because I'm bored? Why don't you ask me the question, AJ, why do you think it's going to go on all day move? Because I really want to grab that and let it ride. I want to take 100 shares and just give it a shot. Because I'd like to make a couple $100 today, and I think this might be the safest one. But can you just kind of tell me in 2 seconds why you think this should go long and what area I should get in? Did anybody ask me that? No, you put that one on the ignore list. For whatever reason, you put it on the ignore list. Now, if you said to me, oh, because I had to go make $1,200 on ALKS, okay, I got no problem with that. I'm happy. But, but, in fairness, you still took your profits, came back over here, and said, AJ, it's at 94.80. What do I do? Take a few long, have stops at this, at 94.50, lower the day, double bottom. I think you'd be safe. Okay, AJ. And look where you'd be. And where is this going? Higher. All day long. But if I hear any of you said, well, I was watching another room and what they were doing, I was on Twitter watching some other trader take something out. What are you doing? Are you in here to make money? Or are you in here to screw around? Because this is money. One trade, 1,000 shares, 2,000 bucks. Done for the day. If you don't want to do 1,000, if you just did 50 shares, you'd still be up 200 bucks or 100 bucks. Gotta stop making excuses, traders. ISIS and Q. ISIS, pharmaceutical. Favorable mention on Mad Money. You know I like Mad Money stuff. You know I'm all about that. So I'm thinking that it's going to pull. It's gapping up $2, right? And any pop or rush at the open to 68, fade the crap out of this thing. Get a pullback of 1 to 2 points. Should be fun. I'm smiling. I'm like happy. But if it pulls to 65, 66, you know, I don't know, traders. I'd go long. No, it doesn't, Justin, but thank you. All right, let's go to ISIS. No, AJ, don't show me ISIS, please. You know, I've had enough. You're killing me over here. No, no, I have to show you. AJ, you know, you said if it goes to, what I say? If it pulls at the open to like 66 area to go long. Right. And then what was going to happen? You said it was going to go up to 68. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? 68. So why didn't you take the trade? I don't know. Too many on your list. So did you make a trade something else? No. Okay. Back to square one. Bottom line is another trade that we knew how to trade. You see that? Pop, pull it, long. Textbook. You see that? Pretty soon, in about 3 to 6 months, you're going to say, AJ, you see this? You see that move coming? I can't wait for that. Because then I'll know that I got through to all of you. I can't wait for a trader to come in here. AJ, I've been with you a couple months. I see this move coming. What do you see? I see it too. Awesome. I'm taking it with you. One last one, Cube. And we can take our break. Cube is gapping up 40 cents, 70 cents. I think it pops at the open to 24. It's got a strong buy with Raymond James before giving back 1 point. If it pulls to 22.90, 23, take a few long for an all-day move. I'm sorry, what? All-day move? What? I don't know what that means. All-day move back to highs. You know, AJ, I just don't want that one. I'm sorry. I just don't need that money. I got other things to do. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? What is that? What is that? What are you looking at right now? I don't know. Money? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Could I have my hindsight mirror, please? I need a hindsight mirror. Cube. Gapping up. I think it pops. If it pops to 24, before giving it back. But if this thing drops to 22.90 to 23 area, go long for all day. Back to highs. You said 23, and it hit 22.96, so you suck. I was really waiting for 23. Okay, is that your excuse? Because I see 23 all day here. I see 23 here. I see 23 here. I see 23 here. I see 23 here. But I thought you were going to be wrong. I thought you would really blow it on that one. Really? Well, all I see is an all-day move to the upside. And what did I say early in the morning when I pulled up the chart? I would not be surprised if we take out 2360 by the end of the day. Did I not say that, traders? How many times did I say that? I would not be surprised that it actually pulls down, grabs around 23, rides all day, and takes out that high. I love that. That's a question that one guy asked Barry Mohan. Is it luck in AJ's room, or does he know what he's doing? You know what? Well, I'm one lucky bastard then, huh? Because I keep having luck on my side every day. Yeah, I trade on luck. That's me. Does AJ trade on fundamentals? No. AJ don't give a shit what the fundamentals look like. He doesn't give a shit if it's an A B C D E F G chart. You know? AJ doesn't trade fundamentals. AJ trades raw trading. He's from the street. He looks at something, he's got a gut feeling, his gut always works. He understands the game. That's what AJ. That's your answer to people like that. How is AJ? What's different about him? Just simply say, you know what, the guy's got the game down. He knows what to look for. Guys, I've been doing this every day for the last couple of years on Twitter and now in the last 90 days in the room. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get him in here. I don't ever, ever, ever trade on luck. I never have, and I never will. You've never heard me execute a trade and say, I'm going to try to get some luck on this one. I trade with conviction. I trade without fear, and I don't listen to anybody but myself. That's the one thing that traders make the mistake of every day, is listening to somebody else's opinion instead of listening to their gut feeling and someone that they have trust. You're all in here paying me $150 a month to trust my judgment, to trust that I'm telling you PEP is an all-day move to the upside. Is this luck? Can you look at me in the face and tell me you trade on luck? Does luck call this? No. This is a trader who knows what the fuck he's doing, and you're paying him money, and he's trying to get it right. And when he makes a mistake, he admits it. But you're with a trader that loves one thing more than anything besides teaching. He loves to make money. I'm in this business and in this job to make money. Now that I have the room, my only ambition is to be the biggest. You know? And the only way I'm going to do that is by bringing in winner after winner after winner. And if I feel that all of you don't appreciate what I do, then I'll just go trade on my own. But every day I get up, you guys inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's why I do it. So my response to anybody that says, is he a lucky trader? No, he's an awesome trader. Try the room. You don't like it. You don't make your money in a week. I'm sure the guy will refund it back. That's the way he operates. He doesn't need your money. All right, guys. That's it. It's 11:04. And I got a little bit of a headache. I need to kind of take a breather downstairs, be with my absolutely beautiful wife, and sit down and talk to her, let her know what we did today. I'm going to hopefully you tweet out why I'm downstairs. Um, Bruno's let me know on Kemp before I head out for 45 minutes. He's telling me Kemp, Roth has a $45 target. Um, Interesting one. Obviously, I've missed a move here. Coverage with a buy. You know, in fairness, Bruno, there were so many stocks this morning. The Dow was up 200 points. Um, and so, you know, it was one of those things that I just couldn't put everything on the board. And I did see that D as well. I heard that there was a secondary coming. Um, I did hear that, and I saw that on a tweet also, D, and Bruno. So I kind of backed off on a little bit on it. And that's probably why I didn't make my list, because I did sense that, and I didn't want to get caught up on a. Because what happens is you get a lot of these companies, they need to raise that money and get volume in, so they give you an increase only to dump it, and that's what they're trying to do, is accumulate shares today. So, and you don't know what the offering will be, but I'll tell you this much, Bruno and D, if you can find out what that offering is, and that thing pulls to that, you're going to make $3, $4 a share, and I'm going to trade that with you.